Hi everyone, this is Marjorie, and I am sitting here uh, wanting to talk to you about my new little series that I'm going to start here. It's going to be called Get Ready, Get Set, Go. Each one is going to be two parts. The first one, Get Ready, it's going to be December 26th, the part one. We're going to talk about attitude. That's today. And the second one, Get Set, is going to be tomorrow. And then Go is going to be the next day. Most people don't want to get started on a brand new diet or eating plan or lifestyle or whatever until the beginning of the new year. Some of you want to get a jump on it. So we're going to get started now. And then I'm going to repeat them the last 3 days of the year. And so we're going to be talking about, and Get Ready, we're going to talk about attitude. Get Set, we're going to talk about tools. Go, we're going to talk about food. And what I'm talking about is the ketogenic diet, ketogenic lifestyle. And you're probably wondering, who am I to talk about this? I'm not a professional anything. I'm not a doctor. So I'd like to throw in a disclaimer right here that you need to go and see your doctor and do not discontinue any medications without talking to your doctor first. Who I am is I'm a professional yo-yoer. I have dieted and I've successfully lost weight on many, many diets. The thing that I like about the ketogenic diet is that it's doable. I can do it. I don't feel deprived. I just feel good. And I'll tell you all about that. But anyway, what I'd really like to tell you is that I personally am excited about the ketogenic diet because there is a lot of groundbreaking research that's going on right now. Dr. Oz was even talking about it on his show the other day, and how there's a lot of research on calorie restriction in general. What I like about ketogenic diet is it's carbohydrate restriction, but it's not specifically calorie restriction, which I've done that too. And oh yes, you can lose weight eating 500 calories a day, and you lose a lot of other things too. So I'm trying to regain my health. And at 67 years of age, being a postmenopausal woman all of those things right there, 67, woman, and postmenopausal. It's like almost impossible to lose weight. If you're a lady, you know what I'm talking about. And especially if you're here watching this. There are those naturally thin people that just don't have these issues, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're probably a little bit like me. So the things that I'd like to answer today for you is a couple of questions. Is ketogenic diet okay for everyone? Is it something everyone can do? I think that based on what I've read, almost anyone can do the ketogenic diet. Maybe some issues with people that have perhaps one kidney or, it's particular health issues. That's why it's important to talk to your doctor first. It's definitely, it might not be for you, but it's very possible that this could be the one and only way you will ever successfully lose weight. Is this a drastic diet? I don't know. It depends on what you think is drastic. On my point of view, getting a gastric bypass is pretty drastic. I wouldn't do it. Is taking diabetes medication, injections, that type of thing, is that drastic? It is. And believe it or not, there are people that would rather take injections and take diabetes medication than to alter their way of eating. So, I understand that. Sometimes we just want a Band-Aid. We don't want to actually do the hard work. We just want to go to the doctor, have him give us something, and make the pain go away. I get that. But that's not me. And I have been saying before I turned 50, all I want to do is get this weight off and, enjoy the last half of my life. And then when I was 60, okay, the time is coming to get into shape here. And I did another drastic diet, which I'll tell you about along the way, but that's a story for another day. And I did lose the weight, and it was really fun for a few minutes. And then guess what? It's one of those diets where I gained it right back as soon as I stopped. So anyway, is it difficult? Is this ketogenic diet difficult? No, I don't think so. I think it's the easiest diet I've ever been on. I love the food. I love the way it makes me feel. I don't think it's difficult. I do think there's a learning curve involved. I think is a very serious learning curve involved. And I think that anybody that says this is a piece of cake in the beginning, I guess maybe it's possible. For me, it took a little bit of tweaking. I came up with some ideas. I had a few days of really difficult times when I would think I needed to eat something. And I kind of worked through it. And that's why I'm doing these videos for two reasons. Number one, to help me. When I talk about it, my husband's probably sick of hearing me talk about ketogenic diet, but right. That was him in the background. But I don't think he's sick of looking at me while I'm losing the weight on the ketogenic diet.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay, he says. All right. So what I would like to say about it being difficult, is that I am on here trying to tell you all of the things that I have learned and the things I'm going to continue to learn because I've lost 40 pounds to date, and I need to lose at least another 40. And what I want to do is just stay on this diet the rest of my life so that my body can get to the actual size it really wants to be, that it needs to be healthy. Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses on here, and we're going to talk about, for just a few minutes, we're going to talk about getting ready. This is part one, December 26th, get ready. What do you need to get ready? Well, I'm going to talk about attitude because I think that's the most important thing. You need to have a good mental attitude. There's going to be some, you need to prepare. There's going to be some bad times that, you're going to have to say, whoa, this is an obstacle here. Am I going to let this cause me to fail? Or am I going to find a way to work around this? There's things that come up in our lives. I have things I'm dealing with right now that, I still am battling the dragon about wanting to eat every now and then. I have a dog that I've loved forever that's probably knocking on death's door. I'm trying to keep him alive, but I'm going to be really having some hard times when he leaves me pretty soon. He's laying on the bed and he just looked over at me. You can stay as long as you want, buddy. And then there's, some good things about the ketogenic diet, some really good things. My personal favorite, the energy boost you get when you first get into ketosis. Oh my goodness, happy day. No more couch potato. Marjorie got up and could not sit down. I landscaped the backyard because it was springtime. I, cleaned out everything in the house. I'd sit down for 5 minutes because I was tired, and then boom, I had another idea of something I had to go do. So yeah, the energy level, so worth it. Okay, let's see, what else do we have to talk about here? Do a reality check. The reality for me is, what else do I have to do that's more important than losing weight and getting myself healthy? Really, truly, aren't we our own best friend, and don't we have to take care of ourselves first before we can take care of everybody else? So, no, failure's not an option. You need to get a reality check. What else do you have to do that's more important than taking care of you? And of course, taking care of everybody else is important too. But I mean, take care of number one. So also, what do you do if you start to think of failure and, can I do this? The what ifs. I don't know. What is this? Low carb, high fat. High fat? That goes against everything we've ever been taught. At least lately, everything we've ever been taught. Our parents, back in the old days, the really old days, probably most of your grandparents' days, butter wasn't bad. Eggs weren't bad. I mean, we had cows, we had chickens, we had goats, whatever. And we ate those things, and we never thought about it. But we didn't eat all of the trans fatty acids, all of the hydrogenated oils, all of those, things that are really bad. So we're going to make some changes. We're going to eat healthy. So low carb, I heard another low carber on here talking, and she said, you'll see these initials. You'll see the LCHF, that stands for low carb, high fat. The low carb, but instead she says healthy fat. And I think that's, the best way to look at it, because you really need to replace all of those bad fats that you've been eating with the healthy fats. So we're not eating high fat. Don't stress yourself out and we are eating high fat. We're eating high quality fats. It's a matter of quality. And if you're not familiar with ketogenic diet, I suggest that if it's something you're interested in, that you go and watch Dr. Berg on YouTube, Dr. Eric Berg. He is amazing. Little 5-minute videos on everything under the sun related to low carb, high fat. He is the person that basically, that and a TED Talk that I watched about how the low carb, high fat diet is successfully reversing Alzheimer's in many people. And that's just a road I don't want to go down. So what I'd like to say is, do your research. Make sure you feel comfortable with this. Get your attitude in the right frame of mind. Don't start out on this lifestyle, this plan, for whatever reason you're here. Maybe you have diabetes and your doctor's told you have to get off of medication. Perhaps you want to lose weight. I know, as shallow as it sounds, that's always it for me. I want to lose weight. I want to look better. I get tired of going and buying clothes and they don't ever look good. And so, yeah, that's part of it for me. Even at 67, I still want to look okay. And so health and how we look and the energy level we have. I mean, do I want to just spend the rest of my life sitting on the couch with Alzheimer's? I don't think so. So basically what I'm telling you is, if you want to just take my word for it, trust me. It's okay to eat low carb and high fat, and you will love it. And you will find I'm going to come on every day. My commitment to you is every day. I'm going to come on and do a short video. This is a long one. I'm going to keep them shorter, but this is kind of like my introductory one here. And I want to explain to you and myself to keep me believing and understanding and knowing that I'm doing the best I can for myself. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about tools that you need to get started. Do you really need tools? No, you can start the low carb, high fat without tools. But if you would like to have some tools that will make it a little easier for you, I suggest that you come along tomorrow, see my video. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell, and you'll get notified when I post a video. And if you're a returning subscriber and ketogenic just isn't up your alley, because I also like to talk about beauty and things like that for the mature woman, hang around. I'm going to be talking about that too. This just happens to be one of the things that I'm passionate about. So there will be more of the regulars. I'll still be doing reviews on skincare, healthcare, hair care, makeup, anything I can come up with that I love that's going to make me look better. So I would like to say, see you tomorrow, and bye now.